Welcome to a tour through my first painting collection. It's a 3-ring binder full of paper I stole from the copier here at the house. And some of it is from tutorials, some of it's from my imagination, and some is from photographs I've taken along the way. The belugas, because I loved Raffi's Baby Beluga song when I was a preschool teacher, is where I started. And a second try, then killer whales, because I love Free Willy and actually got to see Keiko more than once at the aquarium in Newport, Oregon, when my boys were about 4 years old, when Keiko was flown to Iceland for eventual release. This is Battery Point Lighthouse, where the fireworks displays on the 4th of July are always rivaled by the local people and their illegal fireworks. And this was a tutorial for getting a letter from Hogwarts, carried by Hedwig. My grandfather, Lawrence Slack, always sold elk antlers, bighorn sheep horns, antelope horns, deer antlers, and jackalope that he taught me how to mount off of the back of his pickup truck every summer along the road between Cody, Wyoming and Yellowstone Park. And every day my mom and grandma would bring a milkshake or a sundae from Dairy Queen for him. So that's supposed to be Tower Falls in Yellowstone, with the jackalope, of course. And this one, a redwood stump, and a mystery critter. I was thinking about the fact that the Ewoks were filmed in the redwoods here. My son and granddaughter building sandcastles at Crescent Beach. The Forks that was in the movie Bird Box, but showing how the North Coast Kids Choir, the North Coast Youth Choir, and the North Coast Chorale all come together. My husband is the choir director. The house I've lived in since 1996, with a few of the various seasons represented. Our cherry tree, the maple tree, the wild rhododendrons that have become monster-sized, and the potholes in our driveway. Years ago, when my boys were little, my husband and I adopted 2 retired racing greyhounds from the Willamette racetrack. And I'm glad that that is shut down, because it was a horrible thing for the dogs, and the dogs were absolutely wonderful. George and Grace. And now my granddaughter has adopted Foxy, who was trained at Pelican Bay State Prison as part of the Prison Paws rescue. Sunflowers, 2 more grandkids, loving Bubbles. The overlook up on the Beartooth Highway between Red Lodge and Cook City, part of Wyoming, part in Montana. the otters at the Eureka Zoo, and a rough copy of a painting that my sister-in-law Fran always had hanging in her house until she died.